easy learning. So today we will discuss what are the differences between the three types of market as we have discussed in my previous video, the perfect competition, monopoly and monopolistic competition. So today we will discuss what are the differences between these three type of market. So please see this video till end so that you can understand that what are the differences between these three markets. So let's begin. So as I am on my right side, I have written the basis on which we will be able to differentiate between these three types of markets. So the first one is number of sellers. So please pause this video and just recall that what are the numbers of sellers in perfect competition. So as you can recall, we have large number of buyers and sellers. So here we can write large. So there are large or many sellers in perfect competition. In monopoly, we have single seller. So we can write here single or one. And in monopolistic, we have large number of sellers or many sellers. We can write here. So this is our first difference. Second is type of good. So as we can recall that in perfect competition we have homogeneous product. So here we can write homogeneous. As we don't have substitutes there, so we have a homogeneous product which have a same type of characteristics. In monopoly we have unique product as there are no close substitutes. And in monopolistic we have differentiated product as we have close substitutes available. We can also write as heterogeneous product. So this is on the basis of type of good. Next is entry and exit. So in perfect competition, as we have discussed, we have free entry and exit. In monopoly, there is restrictions, so there is no free entry and exit. And in monopolistic, again we have free entry and exit. Now, next, price control. As we know, in perfect competition, firm is a price maker. Price taker. So here it has no control over price. It has no control over price as it is price taker. In monopoly, the firm or industry itself is a price maker, so they have full control over price. They can charge whatever price they want. So they are price maker. Next, monopolistic competition. In monopolistic competition, the firms are price maker, but they still have partial control over price, as some of the price can be determined or some limits can be determined by the government. So they have partial control over price, and they are the price maker as they can increase or decrease price according to the competition, but they have partial control. Profit. As we know that in the long run, in perfect competition we have normal profit, or we can also say that zero economic profit. And in monopoly, as there is no free entry and exit in the long run, so we have supernormal profit. And in monopolistic competition, as there are free entry and exit, we have normal profit again. Or in other words, zero economic profit. So normal profit means where average revenue is equals to average cost. Here also average revenue is equals to average cost. And here in supernormal profit, average revenue is greater than average cost. Next is equilibrium condition. In case of perfect competition, our equilibrium condition is price is equals to marginal cost, and in monopoly we have, as you can remember, this marginal revenue is equals to marginal cost, and in monopolistic also we have marginal revenue is equals to marginal cost. Now come to the shape of demand curve. In demand curve, we can see that in perfect competition we have horizontal demand curve. We have horizontal demand curve. In monopoly we have downward sloping. As higher the price, lower the quantity. And in monopolistic also we have downward sloping demand curve. Now next is elasticity. As we know that in perfect competition we have horizontal demand curve, that means it is perfectly elastic. So that means elasticity of demand is infinite. So in this case we have infinite elasticity or perfect elastic. In case of monopoly, the demand curve our is like this, but here the elasticity is less as compared to that of the monopolistic competition. Here our curve is steeper, downward sloping, here we can write steeper, and here we can write flatter. So if we have steeper downward sloping curve, we have less elastic, and here we have flatter curve, so we can say that elastic demand is greater elastic, and here we can write less elastic. As in case of monopoly, we don't have substitutes, that is why the curve is steeper, and in monopolistic competition we have close substitutes, that is why our curve is flatter, and that is why we have more elasticity in case of monopolistic competition compared to that of the monopoly. So these are the some differences on the basis of which we can differentiate between perfect competition, monopoly and monopolistic competition. I hope that this is the conclusion of all the three competition and you have understood this. And if you like this video, just like and subscribe, and also share to others. And if you have any query, just comment me in my comment box. Thanks for watching. Take care.